what I've got here is a tool called Themify. It's part curation platform and part publisher. Maybe you've used it before. I find it to be about as handy as a pocket on a shirt. And all you have to do is click on the button over here, and it takes you into the book or the magazine, whichever metaphor you prefer. And it's a bit of a mashup, and I'm trying to show um, that you can, when you try new things, you should try them with a purpose in mind. And my purpose in mind here is to do the bingo game a little bit differently. One of the things that this online curation tool allows you to do is to, you can, it's a full featured deal. When you've done, you can actually comment over here. It'll actually allow you to comment. It will allow you to share. You can embed it in a post, Facebook, Twitter, email it to folks. Um, you can also uh, download it as a PDF or as an EPUB. That's very handy. And you can change a few of the settings. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. It's all very handy. You can also, right here, all you can read is this text, but if you click on here, read more, you can actually scroll up and down through the text. Now, it drops some of the pictures, but you can't have everything. If you want all the pictures, all you have to do is go up to the pop out button up here, and it'll pop out the whole um, website. I've chosen craft, collaborative, inquiry, um, redefining text, and something else. I can't remember what it is. Learning. That doesn't exactly make bingo, but it's my bingo, my game. You can go from page to page. A little bit of this is a joke. Digitalis is my visual pun on digital is. But the point also is that while digital is not digitalis, I would say that they are both beautiful, functional, and organic. The Common Core, I've got some problems with the Common Core. Um, I wish I didn't have the feeling it was shoved down our throats. I'm not a fan. I think the locus of control should stay as local as possible with the teacher and the learner at the nexus. But I'm a practical man, so I'm reading about how to help teachers align digital stuff with the Common Core. And if you scroll to the bottom of the page, it's interesting. Um, that there's if you read more, it'll take you there. But Bud Hunt has come up with an annotatable. I think he might have done it in conjunction with P2PU last fall. But there is an annotatable Common Core annotatable version here. And in it, you can choose your area of interest and writing in the Common Core. Mine is college and career readiness standards for writing. And this is a this is a WordPress site that uses, or maybe it's a comment press site. I can't remember which it is, um, whether it's a plugin or a theme, but it allows you to comment on various parts of the text. And in this case, let me move it over just a little bit. You've got the college and career readiness standards, and there are 4 comments here. And it's nice. Kevin Hodgson was there, Susan Carter Morgan, and Deb Brady. The first item in my bingo was collaboration. That's a nice thing that you can actually create a nice chapter heading or a topic heading here inside of Themify. No, I do not have any stock in Themify. Comics, powerfully collaborative. There's no way you can put them out unless you're collaborating. There are a few comic artists who are also inkers and letterers and do the whole thing, but those have become increasingly rare. Doing comics is much like making movies. There's no way one person does it anymore by themselves. Not for very long, anyway. This is an interesting site out of India, project rather. It's called Cyber Mohala, and that's such a cool name. It just sounds like magic. And I think here in Kentucky we could use a lot of the things that they talk about in here. Um, India is a real hotbed for educational reform or just innovation because they have so few teachers that they have to figure out ways to turn learners into autodidact self-learners. There's a very cool article and well worth reading. Gaming is another source of collaborative work and that we need to study more, look at more, especially text embedded within gaming, not just the stories of the games themselves, but the comments made, texting made during the game, the audio in the game, and how people live in and around and outside of the game. Craft is my second bingo square. My second bingo item was craft. Always interested in craft, how to make things, how to make writings, how to make digital writings especially. This Paul O article in Digital Is, the short form, is excellent. It's a great jumping off point towards short form writing, which I'm becoming more and more interested in, including nano fiction. Another item under text under craft is this very interesting video about walking and texting. You've all heard of the horror stories of people literally walking into manhole openings. And this piece of software allows you to text and view forward at the same time using the camera in an iPhone, iPod Touch to uh, be your eyes. I'm not sure how that will change our digital writing, but it very well might. Third square is inquiry, and I was very interested in this article about distributed identities and curating an online presence. I'm very interested in online curation as evidenced by my use of this tool Themify. I also use Paperly and Scoopit both as digital curation tools. Filtering is absolutely critical, and intelligent filtering is essential in this fire hose internet uh, supply of information that we have. My fourth item was redefining text, fourth square in my bingo. One of which was this article by B. Well, I can't remember her name right now, but really interesting piece about how text help re um, inspire someone's identity. Um, that includes items from this text, which actually there's something interesting in there's a video that I was able to look up. Kathleen Fitzpatrick, The Future of Authorship. And just watch just a second of it. Maybe skip in a bit. It's a very interesting um, video. It's well worth watching. Um, and as we redefine text, we redefine ourselves as authors, and we redefine the whole notion of authorship. It's theoretically very interesting, therefore, it is practically very interesting. And the last square bingo is learning. This is a really good article. Um, is it Kevin who did this one? I'll have to check again, but it's really quite. It's not long, but it's well worth reading. Kevin Hodgson's talking about his website, Dog Tracks, and all the joyous diversity of stuff to learn and know about. It's a curse and a blessing at the same time. Also, this wonderful video by RSA Animate. If you haven't seen these, you just need to take some time and watch most of these. For example, this one. We'll start this one for a few seconds and take a look at it. It's a very, very interesting video. I think you'll enjoy it. It's the first time I saw these animations, it was like I'm looking at a new thing. Audio, visual, text, in ways that are very compelling communication systems. Here's a Wikipedia article about computers and writing. It's a little dated, but it's worth looking at, especially regards this learning and the new textual learnings that we have. This is a short video of why I am using uh, technical tools to bridge the gap between uh, learners who are at risk, who don't understand the rules and forms and um, academic rules of the tribe, so to speak. So I am using the Ken McCrory's book, The iSearch, and I'm showing them what I want in an iSearch, what I call the zero draft. Somebody else had that idea before I did. But let's just take a look in a minute at the very beginning of this, where I talked to him about the format and where I've mentioned to him about the importance of the halo effect in any kind of writing. And I did. I'm grading them right now, and I'll be having conferences with them when they come back. And I'll probably watch this video with them several more times so that they get what I am looking for. These are these students don't really know how to do academic writing, and I have to tell them every little step of the way, and before I let them go and begin their own. So this is a video that I created that shows how I did it. And of course, this is a symposium that's going to be happening in April that talks about digital inquiry and forms of knowing that I would love to go to, but don't have the money to do so. So if anybody's got some extra money around, I'd sure like to have it. Lastly, here's a section on collaboration in Diigo groups. I meant to put this in the collaboration section, and I will later, but I just put it at the end here. Just to, Diigo's great because people gather and filter information for you. It's kind of a curation site as well as a social bookmarking site. That's it. There's the disclaimer. It's all over. There's the bibliography. It's not a standard one, but it does links to every place that I've been here. And there we are back at the beginning. That's Themify. That's my bingo. Digital Ideas is a great website, and I certainly have learned a whole lot about it.